Well, the Abram family started out, we only had 2 kids. Now we have 13 grandkids and 2 great-grandchildren.
Having a background in ministry and also child development, you learn how kids learn. And we knew early on, be involved in their life the younger they are, and just start planting those truths in there. It's like Bible injections because it's planted on their heart and in their mind when they're young, and then you can just kind of build on it. We're so thankful our kids included us in their life, but we were intentional being around them and then gathering them so that they became friends with each other, and then also spending time with just us. We've always taken them to like family camps and those places where others would invest with them, but capturing them alone on the way to and from places is just priceless, because you can talk about your faith and what it means, but also so many meals, and you pray and you go around the table. What was the best part of your week? Where did God show up here? All of those things.
We have done family camps and children's camps for at least 18 years together, and we tried to make it fun. We tried to make it where the kids enjoy going. It's kind of been our motto, even when we were doing children's ministry, that make church a place where the kids feel welcome, they can have fun, and they can be themselves. We took high schoolers as a camp to an extreme park at 14,000 foot elevation in Colorado. Did, the ropes course, whitewater rapid, kayaking, and just anything we can do to let them know that yes, you can have Christ in your life, you can still have fun with it. When I grew up in a different religion, there was nothing fun about going to church. And our whole goal was to make it fun, so they wanted to be to church.
And bring your friends.
And bring your friends, It is so nice to see, even when I can catch like my grandkids out in public and no one around, how kind and courteous they are to strangers. They're always willing to lend a hand. They're just natural givers and share their story and their love of Christ as well.
I think for me, it's much more of, these are kind of God's promises, and you can see them. So in those moments where you're feeling like God is not right here, all of those things are constant reminders of God's faithfulness and His assuredness that foundationally this is healthy, and you just feel like you haven't wasted time, and all of the prayers that you've prayed, you can kind of watch being lived out.
When our kids were preteens and they, on their own, without us pushing, wanted to volunteer at a church, and they've actually just lived that out in their life, and it's watching them do that with their kids as well. It's just such a blessing.
For me, I believe God truly called me at about age 12, and I knew that ministry would be my life, and I loved working with kids, and that eventually grew into working with parents. It's just kind of been the steps I feel that God's had me take, and just being faithful to the call and the mission, and seeing God be so faithful and fruitful.
We've taught Sunday school together for, like I said, over almost 18 years together. It's so rewarding to see kids enjoy, learn the songs, understand Bible verses. I mean, I grew up in a family that didn't prioritize church. They made sure that we got baptized, they sent us to catechism, but they never really required us to go to church. And once I accepted Christ into my life, it changed my whole outlook on what church is all about. And then of course meeting someone who I've spent over the last 45 years with, it's just been an incredible journey, and I've enjoyed every step. I think it goes to the saying of being equally yoked. We have the same mindset, 2 different personalities, but the same mindset. And we live life together. When I think of my best friend and the things I want to do, it's all with my wife.
I grew up, my mom took me to church because she promised her mom that she would, so I had a Sunday school teacher that we did the Lord's Prayer, and she taught me how to pray, and Eventually my mom came to know the Lord and my family. My mom is a doer, so we did. We did our faith, we did church. I was so thankful it was a very Bible-based and prayer-based faith, and you prayed for miracles and you got miracles, and I mean it was just such a wonderful way to have the faith so assured in your life to be raised like that. And just, I love church. I love its people. I love every piece about it. My thing is always, even with my own kids, go to church. You don't like this, you don't like this, that's okay. You still go. You still go. You find a place. You find those people. You find the promises of God often. You just need a little refresher. And we've had situations, of course, you always have hardships. My kids could answer you how we prayed for that and what we believed as a family and how we walked through those times together. And a lot of people fear certain areas of their life where we have always spoken life to that, and God's faithfulness, God's our source. So I think living that, they have seen God's faithfulness in us, and we together know that that's God wired us to be together and to believe. When one can't believe, the other one does. When, you're one unit, and that's, God's so faithful.